Friends, we have come to the end of the discussion of marriage and single life by Francis Bacon, sentence 20. It is often seen that bad husbands have very good wives, whether it be that it raiseth the price of their husband's kindness when it comes, or that the wives take a pride in their patience. So this is a fact. You will find in nature opposites in nature. So he says, so often seen that bad husbands have very good wives. So that means husbands are very lucky, isn't it? You can say it is. Sometimes you will say there is no natural justice in this. But then what is? Bacon explores the reason why. The reason whether it be that it raises the price of their husband's kindness. That is it. So by suffering, husband is very bad person. He is cruel. There is domestic violence every day. He comes drunk. He smokes a lot. Smoking is injurious to health. She tells him, but he doesn't mind. He gambles. He goes with friends and he gambles. He does not. He is not a responsible person. He doesn't look after the children and their future. None of this. But what is she doing? She is suffering all this patiently, hoping that someday this man will change and he will become kind. Whether it be that it raises the price of their husband's kindness, someday he will become kind. Or when it comes, or that the wives take a pride in their patience. The two reasons he says why wives remain good even when the husbands are bad. One, she is waiting and seeing whether someday she will be able to raise the kindness in him. Or the other is she wants to go around boasting that although he is like this, see, look at me, I am accommodating him. That is, that the wives take a pride in their patience. So they want to declare or they want to show to the world that they are virtuous in spite of the hardships that they had to suffer from the hands of their husbands. So two reasons why wives remain good, even when the husband is bad. One, waiting for a day of conversion. Second, to boast or take pride in the fact that in adversity, although they are in an adverse situation, still they remain very patient, very spiritual and forgiving. So they can take pride in that, or they can go around boasting about that. And the last sentence, that is, but this never fails. If the bad husbands were their own choosing, against their friends' consent, for they will be sure to make good their own folly. Folly, F-O-L-L, stupidity. And there he concludes like this. It's kind of an abrupt conclusion, but even then Bacon said that if the bad husband is the choice of the wife, that means if it is a love marriage, without giving any consideration to the advice or the information given to them by their friends. Sometimes what happens when you are planning to get married to a person, then the person's friends or the lady's friends will tell the lady that, see, he is a very dangerous person, don't get married. Your life is going to be a miserable life. But she doesn't bother at that time. She overrules all the objections. Objections overruled and get married. Get married. In that case, you need not complain to anybody. You have to suffer yourself. If the choosing of a husband is your own work, you have overruled all the objections, either by the friends of the person, the husband, or you, that is the ladies. If you have chosen wrong, then it is up to you. It is your business, you and only you, who is responsible for your miserable condition in which you have landed now, and therefore you will suffer. That is what it's an open-ended, no? So the essay comes to an end. So if we go through, you will find that main points once again we will see. Wife and children are embodiments to great work. And then we saw childless people, that is single men, their contribution, they make contributions of great merit to the public. Isn't it? And but if you have wife and children, they have great concern for future. The others they don't have. They consider this impertinence itself. Then another point is that great works of merit, as we have already seen, come from single people. The main part of the essay is devoted to why do people remain single. Says one reason is they are selfish. The other is that they consider their wives and children as bills and charges. And third is that they are rich and they want to remain rich. They don't want to divide their property. And above all, they want liberty. They don't want, some people they consider even items of their dress as a shackle. Shackle means a chain, something that prevents them from moving or restricting their movements. So such people, they don't get married. Then single people, he says, single men, they are best friends, they are best masters and best servants, but not best subjects, because they are light, and so there is a possibility that they will run away from one master. They will run from one master to another or jump like a grasshopper. And Bacon continues that for churchmen, it is better to remain single, judges, magistrates, and because if the servants, if the wives of the magistrate and the judges, if they are corrupt, then judge is corrupt, he says, best one is exercise, certain is, and magistrate is said it's better to, option is option. If your husband is, if your servant is, if judges and magistrate, if servant is corrupt, if you are corrupt, your servant will be 5 times more corrupt than you. That's what he says. So it's according to him, it's better option is that they get married. And soldiers, generals will exhort soldiers saying that think of your family, your children. So you have to do your work well. And the Turks, he makes a side remark about Turks, saying that Turks, if he is a bad fellow, if he is unmarried, he will be the worst person. Understand? Then he says, wife and children, they are a discipline to humanity. They have got plenty of opportunity to exercise their kind feelings, soft feelings and tender feelings. But single men, they have no such opportunities. At the same time, they can be very good inquisitors. Inquisitors means those people who prepare, those people who are appointed to prepare reports on people who die in doubtful circumstances, say suicide, the murder, an accident and so on. In that case, why? Because they are free. They are blind, like the goddess of justice. They are blind. Because they have nothing to bother about. They have no tender feelings, they have no soft feelings. And they will always look at the thing and without there will be what you call, there is nothing can influence such people. So the result or the report that they make will be perfect and also unbiased and true. So it's such people, it is good. I mean, single men to be inquisitors is better than married people, because married people may be influenced by others. And further he says, chaste women, they are very proud of their chastity and they are forward, they are proud of their virtue. And golden rule for happy married life is that the wife should remain chaste, faithful, should respect her husband, and the husband should never be jealous of his wife. Jealous of means don't be too possessive. That's the thing. And then the three different roles of women. It says, young men, you are a mistress. Middle-aged person, you are a companion. Old people, you are a nurse. It doesn't say anything about the roles of men. So that is, I would say that it is not balanced service. Okay. And finally he says, when to get married. He gives the opinion of Thales, the wise man, one of the first among the wise men of 7 wise men of Greece, Thales of Miletus. He was asked when to get married. He said, young, not a child. Old, never. So what does that mean? That means never get married. Wise men, philosophers, their opinion is that you should not get married. What a very sad thing. That is my comment. Understand? And then I think that in this writing this essay, most probably he might not have consulted St. Paul's views on marriage and the relationship between husband and wife. Of course, there also you will find St. Paul is means he is supporting men rather than women. That section on married life, you can see husband-wife relations and family and so on. There is a section in one of the epistles of St. Paul. There you can see he is biased, so to say. He has got some kind of what you should. He gives an upper hand to men rather than to women. That doesn't mean that he is an anti-feminist or anything like that, but at the same time he feels that from when you read that part, you get the impression that he is supporting men or siding with men rather than women. That's in brackets. You can delete it if you want. That's my comments. Practically it has nothing to do with this essay, but when I was reading, I thought of this. So I just wanted to share with you. That's all. No quarrels, nothing of that sort, all that. Understand? I think that you understand the main points of marriage and single life by Francis Bacon. Bye. See you again with another essay, and that will be of friendship. So, the near future. Till then, bye. Have a nice time.